nothing to hide. You have become an expert at faking your perfection. From the outside looking in, everything seems picture perfect. Things are nicely organized and put away on little files to complete the act of seeming to be okay and appearing to be like everybody else. But from the inside looking out, a whole different picture emerges. A personal struggle with sin so entangles and binds you that you feel as if you're dying within yourself. It becomes an everyday burden that you have to carry, an endless storm cloud which constantly brings its rain upon you. There's no way out, and you know because you've tried. As you perfect your ability to fake that smile, you begin to run, because honestly, what else are you going to do? It becomes a balancing act. Up until this point, you've never fully noticed just how skilled you've become on the balancing beam. One side of the beam shows the world seeing you, crying out for help while facing the thing that made you run in the first place. Both ends are attached with a feeling of unforeseen anguish, so the running never ceases. No matter how exhausted your weary soul has become, you try to cover it up with things such as nice little acts of kindness or extreme distractions. But the moments of joy flee from your barren soul, which finds no peace day and night. Life is a routine, a monotonous routine that simply stretches out too far to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes you feel that if you hide the little mischievous secret and keep it tucked up somewhere deep inside of you, you'll be protecting those whom you love. You firmly look in front of those who you want to impress. Even those closest to you don't see what is really going on. And the less you know, the better, right? They won't know how to help or what to do. In fact, who knows if they'll even understand? That is, of course, if they try to. What if they saw you for who you really are and simply leave you to fend for yourself? What if she saw that you were defeated and beaten down and didn't know what to do, or didn't understand, or worse, just walked away? No, that's not even the worst. What if she no longer felt protected and secure? What if you were no longer the man in her life, just a fool caught up in sin? If you can't break out of your bondage, how can you help her with hers? She'd have a point there. So you run away again as fast as you can with your own efforts. However, you get nowhere. The things you hide always eventually catch up with you, inevitably, every single time. And the chains get heavier, the cloud grows larger, and the rain pours harder. It's no longer mere cats and dogs that are pouring, it's a full-on flood. But that only pushes you to seem even more okay. It forces that smile even more, to endure, to persevere, to fight with whatever strength you might have left. At least in front of people. This will not handle you. It can't. Only now, it's becoming hard, too hard. You've heard the many ways to relieve the burden, only they seem flawed. Even the things you've grown up hearing at church gnaw at you and you're not sure why. The man is preaching and you want to scream out, "Help me!" Don't you see that I need this? But it doesn't seem to click. The words he's speaking are piercing your heart, but the light bulb doesn't go off. How can you find enough faith to believe in such an amazing exchange of freedom and bondage? How do you work to obtain this treasure, this peace? I need peace. I need the rest that I once heard of offered to all who are weary. I crave that joy that can't be snatched away. Oh, how I desperately long for that love, the one where nothing can separate me from God. I can't fall off this balance beam. Both realities just can't coexist within me. After all the effort I put into this, and there goes the click. It's not me that can work for this, not me who can obtain this faith. It's God fighting for me, God defending me. Jesus is breaking the bondage of my sin. In Him I am free. In Him I have life. He calls me, He leads me, and because of Him, I am free to worship and live in peace and joy that comes from my realization of who I am in Christ and who has rescued me. Jesus. Worship will never cease from my lips and from my heart. Lord, teach me to remember.